All right, welcome back to the Good Morning Show. We are live from the safe deposit box at the Andrew Johnson Bank studio, and we have some more guests with us. I'll let Wendy take it from here.
Yes, welcome to both of you. We've got Gerald Hodge, who's been here now 3 weeks in a row. Is that right?
Yeah.
The executive director of Tennessee Overhill Heritage Association, and Adrian Lambert, the director of the Polk County Chamber of Commerce. And you've just been updating our audience on things that are going on in and around our area.
Yeah, my past two appearances, we've been talking about the Tennessee Overhill, what we do, the things to see and do in Polk, Monroe, McMinn counties. That those are the counties of the Tennessee Overhill. And last week we had Jennyville with Southeast Tennessee Tourism Association and the 10 counties of the Southeast Tennessee Tourism Association area, which two of my counties are in that. Today what I want to do is bring Adrian in and have her talk about Polk County. Polk County, of my three counties, Polk County is the most adventurous, I believe, of sports, with extreme sports. We have everything from whitewater rafting, Hiwassee River, the Ocoee River. I call the Hiwassee River the family river, and the Ocoee River is the, get nuts, because, that's the river they used during the 1996 Olympics for the whitewater events. And then we have, the Chilhowie Glider Port, where you can go up and have a ride on a glider, not a hang glider, but, get into a cockpit of a sailplane and go up and then fly around for a little while.
Yes.
So you shake your head. I haven't done it yet either.
But I'm listening to you describe that. I'm just like, I don't know if I could do it.
Well,
that is an extreme sport. I would say.
I feel more safe in it. I'm basic parachute qualified in the Army. When I was in the Army,
right.
I'm what they call a 5-jump chump. I was young then and stupid enough to launch my body out of a perfectly good airplane for 5 times. So
right.
Twice out of a C-130 and 3 times out of a C-141. So
wow.
that was interesting.
Yeah.
I won't do it again, but I think the glider would be a neat experience to have.
Yes. When we drive up Highway 411, sometimes you'll see the gliders flying,
Yes.
and it's always fascinating. My kids love it. Mom, I want to go do that. And Brad and I, my husband and I, are like, I don't know.
Anytime you wanted to stop in, she encourages folks to come out and just have a picnic, lunch, spread a blanket, and just watch.
Oh, well, and it is. It's there's something about it that's fascinating, just to watch them soar through the sky, and no motor, no propeller, nothing, and it come back safely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, talk a little bit about what's going on. I know your season, I guess, is getting ready to really kick off.
Yes, it is. Full river trips kick off this weekend.
Yes, because my sons are both planning on going down the river on Saturday.
Great.
Yes, so we love it up there. That's kind of our back door, and we enjoy the rivers, both of the rivers. I like the family river the best now. But yes, tell us what's going on, Adrian.
Well, this weekend the full river trips start, of course, and then next Saturday the Old Sawmill Market is having their Community Day Festival. And then in June, we have a couple of events. The Ducktown Basin Museum has started second Saturdays at the Hoist House. So the second Saturday of every month through the summer, you can go listen to music at the Hoist House for free. And then the Ocoee River Festival in Copper Hill is June 24th. And then July is the River Jam, the end of July.
Okay, and the River Jam, is that right there off 64?
It is.
As you, oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. Close to Miss B's Purple Bus is what I want to say.
It is across from Miss B's Purple Bus.
Okay, yes.
599 Highway 64, I think, is the exact
Okay.
address.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, most people know where the Purple Bus is,
Yes.
so shout
Can't
out
miss
to
it.
her.
Yep.
You're right.
And June 3rd, People Helping People will be having the Chilhowie Crafts Bazaar on the River Jam field.
Cool.
Okay.
And do you have any guests already lined up for the River Jam? Or has that been announced as far as folks that'll be playing?
I think they have announced a few.
Okay.
I'm not aware of who they are right off the bat.
That's fine. Is it on the information for the River Jam on your website?
It is on their website.
Okay, cool.
So if someone wants to find out about what's going on in Polk County, how do they find that?
They can visit our website, www.ocoeecountry.com.
Okay, and you just have a listing of those events
We
and then
do.
how to get tickets or get in touch?
We
Okay.
sure do.
That's great. Yes, just so many things going on in our area. And I spoke with a gentleman the other day talking about sports. I guess this is a sport with the horseback riding. He has, oh my goodness, Ocoee Horseback, I believe is the name of it. Canute. Thorpe, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Norwegian. Anyway, but he was talking about doing some rides through the national forest. I don't know if he's gotten that
That would be
approved.
wonderful.
Yes. But that was just, he's kind of a neighbor of ours, so I just ran into him one day and he was talking about that.
There are a number of horse trails in the national forest, especially up around Star Mountain.
Yes.
And that's, straddling Polk, Monroe, and McMinn counties. That area gets split up. The county lines meet all up in that area. So he's probably coordinated with the national forest, to do that kind of thing. So it's there's folks there's parking areas up in that area for horse trailers. And Lost Corrals up there, so folks come up, they park their horse trailers, and they get out and go
Yes.
on the mountains.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've done that once, and it's amazing, just the country and going through the national forest on horseback, and it's just a different experience if you can do it.
Well, especially they have those type of folks that it's a horse outfitters, basically what I call them. They are cognizant that there's folks that have no experience.
Yes.
Okay, I have not ridden here. I've ridden out in West Texas just recently, and you walk up to them there and you say, what's your level of experience? And I told them I rode an old gray mule when I was 14 years old, and it's the last time I did it. So, and I'm 51 now. So they put you on, mount you up on the horse, give you a quick briefing. The different horses have different personalities, just like humans. So they match you up with experience, and then away you have a guide up in the front, and a guide in the rear, typically that will be able to help you out of something you're uncomfortable with that situation.
Right.
And it was fun. It's a neat experience to share with other people.
Yes, and ours was just a walking trail. We really weren't in open fields for, your horse could take off at any moment. It was just really cool going through the woods and up the mountains and on the trails in the national forest. So I enjoyed it and highly recommend it to visitors coming in. So a lot going on, a lot of good restaurants too up there in the Polk County area, fun things to do and good places to eat. So anything else you want to share?
You want to talk about the total solar eclipse real quick?
Total solar eclipse, that is coming up Monday,
Yes.
August 21st. It will happen at about 2:33 p.m. And we are planning on the Sun and Moon Festival Sunday evening in Reliance at the Hiwassee Union Church. There will be stargazing. And then Monday, the actual eclipse day, we will have storytelling, eclipse stories by Judy Baker. And it will be at Hiwassee Union Church, and we'll provide the viewing glasses for everyone. And our
Okay.
schools are hosting viewing events, and some outfitters have eclipse rafting trips, and Savannah Oaks is having an eclipse party with a special edition eclipse wine.
The Glider Port is having a fly-in that day,
That'd be cool.
and they are raffling off time slots to experience gliders, and some of them will have be able to have passengers on there, but they can only put so many birds up in the air at one time.
Right.
So there'll be a number of aircraft or a number of gliders in the air during the total solar eclipse. So they're going to get to see it from above. which will
Oh,
be,
wow.
especially as the shadow goes, that would be the neatest thing, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do too. Oh my goodness, that's fun.
Yes, we're expecting 2 minutes and 19 seconds of totality in Reliance.
Wow,
Right.
that's a lot. That's, I
And-
mean, considering, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
And where can folks find out some more information about the schedule of events again? Just
On
one
our
more time.
website
Okay. And the website again?
is ocoecountry.com.
ocoecountry.com. Cool. So we're getting into peak season for sure as far as
Absolutely.
the
We're
outdoor activities.
We're headlong into it, and after Memorial Day, it'll be all encompassing.
Nice.
Yes.
Very cool.
Beautiful country.
Oh yeah.
It is.
And then you were the last time that you were on here, you were you had a conductor with you that was kind of talking about some of the railways and some of the bookings that you guys are doing. You guys have a lot of events that are coming up. If you want to talk about the website where they can find out some more information about that as well.
You could either visit Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum's website, www.tvrm.com. They have the Hiwassee River Rail Venture on our schedule, but they also have other excursions outside, down in Chattanooga area that people, depending on what you want to do, whether it's a dinner train or anything like that. But we prefer you ride our line on the Hiwassee River Rail Venture, our two excursions, the Hiwassee Loop, and also the Copper Hill Special. We have those. Typically, they run Saturday is the Copper Hill Special, and the Hiwassee Loop is on Sundays. As the season progresses, the schedule's a little different because like we run during the week some for June for a couple weeks, and then in the fall, of course, that's a whole different experience with the foliage, and we'll run almost every day the month of October, except for I think Mondays and Tuesdays. And then we've got a Christmas train again this year in December. So there's a lot to see and do. I have people come back to our excursions at different seasons, and they say they have a different experience each time because of the foliage, the animals, the vegetation, whether it's the fall colors or the rhododendron blossoming, see bald eagles, and all that. It's an experience that you will never forget.
Right. Well, and I just want to encourage people to get out there and enjoy these things that are truly in our backyard.
Yes.
You don't have to travel far to have an adventure.
Well, you don't have the noise, and it's the last time I was on here, one of the things I wanted to point out, I'll point out again, we don't have the noise pollution or the light pollution that Chattanooga has. Chattanooga's all well and good. It's fun to go, and I grew up down in that area, but by far, this area is when I retired at the Pentagon, and I announced them I was retiring. They said, what government contractor are you going to work for? And I said, I'm not going to work for a government contractor. I'm going to the hills of Southeast Tennessee where I belong. And they were saying, they said, you're crazy. And I said, you're all crazy for staying in the D.C. area because I want to go someplace where the traffic jam is 6 cars at McDonald's drive-through.
Right.
And not I-95 packed 10 lanes wide, bumper to bumper,
Exactly.
about 23 hours of the day.
Yes.
The worst traffic jam here is waiting 2 times for the light at Ocoee and
Yes.
25th Street. So that's the major traffic jam
And
around here.
I mean,
so.
and we're having those traffic jams here.
Oh yeah, man, it's so
At
terrible.
5 o'clock, when everyone gets off
We
work, that's
only
our
have
traffic jam.
6 red lights in
That's
our
right.
whole county.
If you want to avoid traffic jams altogether, you can go to you can be in Polk County and not
Yes.
have to worry about the headache
Right.
of waiting in line to go through a stoplight.
Yes,
So
it's a different experience. Just
Absolutely.
beautiful, and my husband and I love it here. Born and raised, glad to be here, proud to be in East Tennessee.
Yes, absolutely.
awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming by. And
Thank you.
again, if folks want to get some more information, go to ocoecountry.com and check out the schedule of events. Go do some river rafting this summer. There's if you have the nerves to do it, you can go on a glider tour as well. And then in August, we have the eclipse coming up, so you definitely want to start planning for that now before that actually ends up happening. So we'll take a quick break. We have another guest coming in the studio. Thank you to both of you for coming in, and
Thank you.
stick with us. We'll be right back.